Okay, so welcome to my channel Selenium Tech Automation, guys. Give me 1 second. Okay. Yeah. So can we start now, or we can wait for a few more minute people to join? Thank you so much for the people who are joining the live session currently. So welcome to my channel Selenium Tech Automation Shin Kar. Thank you so much for visiting the channel. Also, please support our channel with your valuable like for each and every video. So which are coming from our session, including which are coming from our channel, including the live sessions as well. So will you cover Java streams? So here I'm not covering the full Java with respect to the developer point of view. So I am covering the video for an automation test engineering. Okay, how much Java is knowledge required? So that much part only I'm covering in these sessions. Okay. So please try to understand. So I'm not covering the whole Java concept. So how much knowledge is needed for Selenium automation test engineer? Okay, that much part only I'm covering now. Okay, so that is my answer, Sheen Kar. Thank you so much for visiting the channel. Okay, come on guys, if you are new to my channel, please drop a like for the session, and also please subscribe to my channel. If possible, please share all our videos to our friends or colleagues so that they will also learn the concepts what we are discussing currently here. Okay. Yeah, come on guys. So we can wait for a few more people to join before starting the session. Yeah, day before yesterday we have seen the remaining concepts from string, as well as we covered the programs which were important for our interviews, such as how to reverse a string with the help of string buffer and string builder, how to reverse a string with the help of for loop, and also how to reverse a string with the help of how to reverse a string without using for loop. We have already covered in our day before yesterday session. Okay, so please join for the session guys, and today we are going to end this core Java concepts. Okay, in our previous parts where I segregated, right? So there I have clearly mentioned part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. If you want, you can find all those part 1, part 2, part 3 sessions from our channel Selenium Tech Automation, so that you will get some good idea about how much Java knowledge required or needed for an automation test engineer. Okay, so please guys, please drop a like for the session, and also please subscribe to my channel. Especially for the people who are watching, please share the stream to your friends or colleagues so that they will also follow our videos regularly which are coming from our channel Selenium Tech Automation. Okay, so please do a favor of me, and also we are very near to reach 1k subscribers. So after 1k subscribers, if we completed, means I am going to announce some giveaways for the subscribers who are following regularly our channel, and also who are watching all our videos. Okay, I can easily find which subscriber is following more. Okay, so for that for those subscribers I am going to announce some giveaways. Okay, so please support the channel with the same intention, so what you are showing currently. So come on guys, so this is the final session of our core Java concepts which are related to Selenium automation test engineer. Okay, if you are new to my channel, please drop a like and subscribe to my channel's Selenium Tech Automation, please guys. So we will cover once enough people join for this session, so later we can discuss accordingly. Okay, so now I am going to discuss about a very important concept called exception handling. Okay, exception handling in Java, right? Exception handling in Java. Okay, come on guys, if you are new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Come on guys, please support the stream. So now I'm going to I'm going to discuss about exception handling, and also the remaining concepts where we left it off on yesterday. Okay, day before yesterday. So please support the stream guys, please support the stream. Come on guys, so let can we start now, or we can wait for a few more minutes for couple of people joining for this session. So how it will be, please respond from the live chat guys. Okay, so I'm not seeing more people here, so please support the channel, please. Your each and every like and subscribe will helps me a lot to do more videos. Okay, please guys. 1 second. Yeah, come on guys, please drop a like and subscribe to my channel Selenium Tech Automation. Come on guys. Yeah, we will join once enough people got joined. We will continue once if enough people got joined. Please drop a like and subscribe to my channel. So now I am going to discuss about, okay, now I'm going to discuss about how to handle exceptions in Java. Okay, at the same time I am going to cover the remaining concepts such as with final, and also for what is a final keyword, and also what is this keyword and what is super keyword. Okay, please, these are all the important concepts for your interviews. Definitely will get some questions from these concepts. Please subscribe to my channel, and we can wait for few people to join at least, so that we can start. No problem. Okay, so actually I am missing something. Okay, here it is. No problem. Yeah, so can we start now, or we can wait for a couple of minutes for other people to be joined for the session? So how it will be, please respond from the live chat. So now I am going to start actual session. Okay, is that okay, guys? Please respond in the live chat if you are okay. Please come on, guys. Okay, give me a moment. No, I am waiting for at least 2 to 3 people. If they join, means I will start a session straight away. So that's where I am looking for. If people join, so that they will don't miss out any concept what we are discussing now. So that's why I am waiting here. Okay, if you join, means please let me know whether to start or we can wait for some time. Please let me know from the live chat, which will helps me a lot. Come on, guys. Does anyone have any questions? Please ping in the live chat. Okay, not only for Java related, we can also ask. You can also ask any questions, the queries, or any concerns you have. Okay, you can start, sir. Yeah, thank you so much, Shinkar. Thank you so much for confirming me. Now I am going to start. I think I am just drinking water. Okay, thank you so much, Shinkar, for being in the live chat. So please, guys, please, Shinkar, if you want to know before the concepts what I have covered, please go through all our part 1, part 2, part 3 videos. Okay, so I have clearly explained each and everything which are required for Star Satish, Selenium 4 major updates, which one to go, Selenium 3 or 4. So as of now, in Selenium 4, what are the features you can see here, means you can find one feature where we can capture the screenshot for only that particular web element. Okay, earlier it was we can capture the whole page screenshot. Okay, but in the latest feature of Selenium, that is 4 version, so we can capture screenshot for a particular web element as well, if it is not clicking or if there is any text field is mismatching while doing validation. And also they have improved, okay, they have improved the implicit wait condition syntax, and also they have improved explicit wait condition syntax, and also they have improved fluent wait syntax as well. Okay, so along with this, there are some changes make happened for Selenium grid as well, and also there are some proxy settings. Okay, so these are all the changes they have made. As per my knowledge, I am updating you randomly. Okay, yeah, these are the 3 features I found. So other than that, everything is similar to the Selenium 3 version only. Okay, you can take as per your wish. If you want to use Selenium 4, you can find some better approach for writing the wait condition syntax. Okay, thank you so much, Star Satish, for welcome to the for visiting the channel. And now I am going to continue the session. How it will be, Star Satish, please let me know from the live chat. Can I continue now? Yeah, Shinkar pinged that. You can start, sir. Okay, so now I am going to start our actual session. Okay, sorry guys, I am taking more time. Just now I am going to switch on my AC. Okay, so here temperature is very high. Temperature is very high today. Okay, no problem. So first we will discuss about exception handling, right? So that is the concept where we left it off from our day before yesterday. Okay, so now let me discuss about exception handling, right? So one second. So automation text file. So now we are having PPT. Okay, yeah, this is where I'm going to show you in a clear way, right? So Sheen car. So again I'm telling. So actually I have covered. Okay, actually I have covered many topics which are required for Java. I mean for an automation test engineer. Okay, which are the Java concepts required for an automation test engineer. So I am writing down all the concepts here. So string, when we come to string part, means we have completed the programs here. Along with the notes, I have clearly mentioned each and everything. If you can see here, without using string built-in methods, how to reverse a string with the help of for loop we can do. And also there is a dynamic way, okay, where that will provide some input from the keyboard, which means dynamic input. If we enter something, some string to be reversed means, so how we can reverse a string with that approach also I have covered here. And also whether the string is palindrome or not, and also I want to find out how many vowels and digits and white spaces in a given string. Okay, so these are the different 4 programs I have covered, and also how to reverse a string with the help of string buffer and string builder. So these are all the these are all the concepts comes under the string. Okay, before that session I have covered, like on Selenium part 2 I have covered the string concept entire. Okay, so what are the different methods, and also okay, what is a string and how we can create a string with the help of different approaches. Okay, and also what are the different methods we have inside our string. So these and all I have covered under Selenium part 02 tutorial. You can find it from my channel Selenium Tech Automation for more information. Okay, so now I am going to discuss about the exceptions. Okay, exception handling. Okay, exceptions and exception handling in Java, right? So here, so basically, okay, here basically what is an exception? Okay, if you guys know, please please ping in the live chat what is an exception. Okay, please let me know from the live chat, guys, what is an exception. Please ping in the live chat what is an exception. Please ping in the live chat what is an exception. Okay, if you know the answer, please ping in the live chat so that I will start the explanation. Okay, runtime errors. So I am not asking what are the different kinds of exceptions, something like that. So yeah, there are some more exceptions, but what is an exception exactly? If you get this question during your interview, how you can explain, please let me know. Okay, how you can explain in the during your interviews, please let me know in that way what is an exception. Okay, what is an exception, how you can describe about the exception during your interview, please let me know. If not, I will start the explanation about this concept then. Okay, so here I am telling, so here an exception, right? So it is an unexpected event which occurs during the execution of a program that interrupts the normal flow of the program. Okay, so here an exception means it is an unexpected event. Okay, an exception means it is an unexpected event which occurs during the execution of a program that interrupts the normal flow of the program, right? So here it is an unexpected event which occurs during the execution of a program. For example, if I am executing some programming means, yeah. Sure, Star Satish. Thank you so much for your answer. Yeah, it is an unexpected event, okay, which occurs when it will occur while executing my program. While executing my program, there is some unexpected event will occur, okay. Okay, it will occur during the execution of a program. So because of this our normal flow of the program execution is interrupting. That is called as an exception. Okay, means it is an, okay, I am writing down here. If you want, you can take this definition, what is an exception. Okay, so First let me start what is an exception. Okay, before going to discuss about this concept, we need to know about what is an exception. Okay, we have to know about what is an exception. An exception, okay, an exception, an exception is nothing but okay, an unexpected event, okay, which occurs, okay, event which occurs during the what, which occurs during the execution of a program, during the, when it will happen during our execution of program, okay, execution of program, right, execution of program, that will interrupt that will interrupt the normal flow of the program execution, that will interrupt the normal flow of the program. Okay, here an exception means, okay, an unexpected event which occurs during the execution of a program that will interrupt the normal flow of the program. Okay, so here if we are getting some exception means we need to handle it properly, right, we need to handle these exceptions, must be in a proper way. Okay, if it is not handled in a proper way, our program will be terminated unexpectedly. Okay, if we don't handle these kind of exceptions, if we don't handle these kind of exceptions properly, okay, these kind of exceptions properly, our program will be terminated unexpectedly. Suddenly your program get terminated if you don't handle these exceptions in a proper way. Okay, so before coming to this exception, I just want to tell you there are some types of errors. Okay, there are some types of errors. The first error here is syntax error, the second error here is logical error, and the third type of error here is what, runtime error. Okay, there are three types of errors. Okay, the first one here is syntax errors. Okay, syntax errors, usually when we write some line of code inside our Eclipse IDE, so if we missed out any syntax, okay, so that may cause an error that is called as syntax errors. Okay, it occurs at the development time. Okay, syntax errors means it will occurs at development time. Okay, it will occurs at development time, right, these syntax errors will occurs at development time. For example, if I go to Eclipse, I will show you here. Okay, uh, give me 1 second. Yeah, so here I open text file, right, so I don't know what we will get. Yeah, text file. So now I want to show you Eclipse. Okay, so now I want to show you the Eclipse part. So here I will show you how a syntax error will looks like. Okay, so for example, you can see here. Okay, if you can see here, there is some boolean b equals to true. Okay, boolean b equals to true, for example. So how it will looks like, we will see boolean b equals to true. Okay, see here. Okay, see here, it is some, it will give you some error now. Okay, it will give you some error now, you can see. Okay, you can see now it will give you some error, boolean b equals to true, and while b equals to this one. Okay, so here what I will do, I will add some capital H here. Okay, what it is telling, there is some error. Okay, these kind of errors we can consider as syntax errors. Okay, mainly which will occur at development time. So when we are developing some programming code, so during this time, if we unfortunately if you are not entered that particular syntax properly, you will get some errors. Here you can see it is telling also syntax error. Okay, means it is occurred during the development time. Okay, these errors we can call it as, these errors we can call it as syntax errors. Okay, these errors we can call it as syntax errors, right, these errors we can call it as syntax errors. Okay, so now we will go for, okay, now we will go for this one. Okay, it will occurs at development time. The example here is what I shown you, that one. Okay, that is boolean equals to, okay, boolean b equals to true. Okay, so then I am writing here some while with some mismatching of while of b. Okay, while of b. So if I enter like this in Eclipse, I shown you we are getting some error that is called as syntax error. These errors will occurs at runtime only, sorry, at development time, sorry, these errors will occur at development time. Okay, so now the next error, what type of error we have means, that is logical errors, that is logical errors. Okay, that is logical errors. So these logical errors will occur at during the compile time. Okay, these errors will occurs at when, during compile time, during compile time. Okay, these errors will occur at during compile time. For example, I will show you here an example, that is int a equals to 6. I initialized one variable, along with that I am also initializing one more variable called b of data type integer. Okay, of data type integer. So now what I am doing here, int, okay, I am taking one more variable, so where I am going to perform some addition operation, that is a plus b by 2. Okay, that is a plus b by 2. Okay, so now what I will do, I will copy this and I will go to our Eclipse. Okay, I will show you from there. Okay, so here you can see I am going to copy this one. Okay, I am going to copy this one. Okay, so here if I execute this program, so we will get some logical error. Okay, we will get some logical error. Okay, so now let me execute a plus b 6 plus 6 2 by 2, where it is printing, see where it is printing or not, it is printing or not guys, it is not printing, right? Int a equals to 6 b equals to, it is not printing, right? Okay, 1 second, first let me remove all these. Okay, so this is, I mean, this is the correct way. So if I mention like this one, okay, I am getting some confusion here, let me know if I am wrong or what. Let me remove everything, 1 second. Wait, a plus b by 2, 6 plus 6 2, 12 by 2. Okay, so if I commented and if I execute now, 9, how it will become 9? How it is telling 9 here? 6 plus 6 is 12. Okay, 12 by 2 is 6, right? So it prints the information but with that not desired result. Okay, it is printing some information here that is not related to the actual output. Okay, that is 6 plus 6 by 2 equals to 12, right? 6 plus 6 by 2 equals to 6. Okay, so you are getting now 9. So if I do the same with, by keeping in parenthesis, okay, by keeping it parenthesis, now we will see here int d equals to a plus b by 2. Okay, int a equals to 6, b equals to 6, and system dot out dot println of d, that is d. Okay, so now if I execute means, so you are getting 9 and 6, which means it prints the information but not with the desired result. Why means, it should be like int d equals to a plus b by 2, this is the correct way. But if you mention like int c equals to a plus b by 2 without parentheses, you are getting some different information, that is it will print the information but not with the desired result. Why? Because of the actual syntax will be, it should be looks like this only, that is int d equals to a plus b within the parenthesis by 2. Okay, which will occurs when the program written fine, but it does, which will occurs this logical error occurs. Okay, this logical errors occurs when the program written fine, but it does not but it does not produce the desired result. These errors are difficult to find because we need to know for sure that result is wrong. Okay, we have to make sure that that result is wrong. Okay, these kind of errors we can call it as logical errors. If I execute with this int d equals to a plus b inside parenthesis by 2 means which is producing the correct output. The same logic if I return without parenthesis means it is giving some different result. Okay, we have to make sure that the written logic is producing the correct output or not. Okay, that is called as logical errors. Okay, are you clear guys about this one? Yeah, anyone please respond, are you clear about these logical errors and syntax errors? So then we will discuss briefly about the exception handling and what is different kinds of exceptions. So please let me know from the live chat guys, please let me know from the live chat, which will be helpful. Okay, which will be really helpful for me. Please respond in the live chat. Till now everything is clear or not? I am explaining each and everything in a clear way. Okay, logical error here means what is logical error? It will occurs at during the compile time. Okay, just now I shown you one example. First I am initializing two variables here, that is int a equals to 6 and int b equals to 6. So later I am doing some addition, later I am doing some addition along with the 2, right? So when I am not mentioning that a plus b by a plus b inside parenthesis, I am getting some different result. Okay, when I am adding that parenthesis inside a plus b, I am getting the correct result. Okay, so here it will print the information but not the desired result, right? It is printing the information, in our case it is printing 6, but that is not the correct answer, right? But that is not the correct answer, sorry. It is printing the 9 value. If we add 6 plus 6 by 2 means that will be answer of 6, right? Instead of that we are getting answer as 9. That is due to the logic error. We have to make sure that whether it is printing the correct result or not in the console, we have to make sure. Okay, that is about the logical error. Okay, that is about the logical error. Okay, that is about the logical error. So now we will see the next error, that is called as runtime error. Next error that is called as runtime error. Okay, that is called as runtime error. Okay, so here let me add some description for this one as well, so that it will be easy for understanding. Okay, so here it should be a plus b by 2. It should be a plus b by 2, right? It should be a plus b by 2. Okay, it should be a plus b by 2. Okay, what will happen with int c equals to a plus b by 2? If I execute means it will prints the information. It will print the information but not with the correct or desired result what we are expecting. Right? What we are expecting, that is not printing the correct result. Okay, y means it should be a plus b by 2. It should be a plus b by 2. Okay, it should be a plus b by 2. So it occurs when what? It occurs when the program written fine. It occurs when the program perfectly fine, but it does not produced desired result. Okay, desired result. These errors okay, these errors are difficult. These errors are difficult to identify. Right? These errors are difficult to identify because because we need to know whether that we need to make sure that result is wrong. Okay, we need to make sure that result is wrong, right? We need to make sure that produced result is wrong here. Okay, okay, that is about logical errors. So then we will go for the next one, that is runtime errors. Okay, what is our next error here? That is runtime errors. Okay, that is runtime errors. Okay, so which will occur during the execution of program. Okay, actually these runtime errors will occur at during execution of programs. Okay, these errors will occurs during during execution of programs, right? These runtime errors occurs during our execution of program. Okay, whenever we are executing the program, right? So during that time we will get some errors, so those errors we can call it as what? Runtime errors, right? Runtime errors. Okay, so these runtime errors we can call as exceptions. Okay, we can call as exceptions. Okay, these runtime errors we can call as exceptions. Okay, so here someone mentioned, right, Shinkar. Yeah, we can mention it as runtime errors, but we need to answer what is an exception exactly. Okay, what is an exception exactly? So you told that in terms of programmatical way, but in theoretical way, what is an exception means? It is an unexpected event which will occur during the execution of program that interrupts the normal flow of the program. That is the definition, but these runtime errors we can call as exceptions only. Okay, so these exceptions what we are discussing, right? These runtime errors we need to handle it properly. If we are not handling it properly means this will terminate the program unexpectedly. Okay, this will terminate our program unexpectedly if we don't handle these runtime errors properly. Okay, that is about the runtime errors and exception part. Okay, to handle these runtime exceptions, one mechanism is provided, whom? Provided by Java, that is called as exception handling, right? That is called as exception handling. Okay, that is called as exception handling. Okay, come on guys, anyone is there, please let me know from the live chat. Please guys, please respond from the live chat if you are there or not. So your response will make me more interact with you. Please respond whether you are there or not. If you have any queries, I can stop my explanation so that I will discuss about your query where you are not understanding or where you are having any doubt. Please let me know from the live chat whenever you have any doubts or concerns or something like that. Okay, so please guys, please let me know from the live chat. So far we have one currently are watching inside our channel. Thank you so much for the people who are watching currently. Thank you so much guys. Come on people, please respond in the live chat if you are there. Okay, I am going to discuss about the concept now, that is called as exception handling. How we can handle these runtime errors. There is a term called as, there is some mechanism to handle these runtime errors, that is called as exception handling. So now I am going to discuss about the concept called exception handling. Please let me know from the live chat if you have any questions or queries. You can ping in the live chat. Feel free to ask any questions if you have from the live chat. Okay, so come on people, please let's make it happen. Currently 3 people are watching. If you have any queries till now, please respond in the live chat. Okay, please respond in the live chat. Accordingly I will provide you the solution. Okay, Star Satish and Shinkar, are you people watching the session or not? Please respond in the live chat. If you have any queries also, please ping me in the live chat. Accordingly, I will reply back to you. Okay, so at the end of each and every concept, I will give you 3 to 5 minutes so that you can ask your questions if you have anything. Okay, so please guys. Okay, any questions if you have, please respond in the live chat. I will read all your charts from the live chat, all your questions from the live chat. Please respond in the live chat, guys. Okay, so now I'm going to discuss about the exception handling part, how to handle these runtime errors. We have one mechanism in the Java that is called as exception handling. Okay, exception handling. An exception can occur runtime or compile time. Okay, an exception can occur during two times, that is during the runtime and the second one is during our compile time. Okay, so let me take notepad here and let me do. Okay, are you able to see the screen properly or not? Okay, now it is okay. Okay, so now I am going to discuss about types of exceptions. Okay, types of exceptions. Okay, types of exceptions I am checking now. Thank you so much for your subscription. Thank you so much. Okay, so now I am not able to see your name in the screen, but anyway I will check after this session. Thank you so much for your valuable subscription, whoever subscribed now. Thank you so much for that. So your support helps me a lot to do more videos like this, right? So now I am going to discuss about what is an exception handling, like how we can handle the exceptions whatever we are getting with the help of exception handling concept. Okay, before that, first we need to know how many types of exceptions we have in Java. Okay, that is, okay, one second here. There are two types of Java. I mean, there are two types of exceptions we have. Two types of exceptions. Okay, two types of exceptions we have. The first one here is, the first exception here is, that is checked exception. Checked exception are also called as compile time exception, are also called as compile time exception, and also called as called exception, and also called as called exception. There are two types of exceptions. The first one here is checked exception, or also we can call it as compile time exception, and also we can call it as called exception. Okay, and also we can call it as called exception. The next type of exception here is unchecked exception, that is unchecked exception, and also we can call it as runtime exception, and also we can call it as runtime exception, and also we can call it as uncalled exception. There are two types of exceptions. The first one here is checked exception, or compile time exception, or called exception. Then the next exception here is unchecked exception, runtime exception, uncalled exception. Okay, so these are the different types of exceptions we have in Java. Okay, so here what is checked exception or compile time exception or called exception? Okay, first I will give you some description about the first type of exception. So later I will show you along with one example from Eclipse IDE. Okay, come on guys, if you are new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, and also please like the session, and also please go through all our videos, either it from Selenium or manual or Java or anything. Okay, you can find very much good content. Please watch those videos, you will get very good knowledge about automation testing part. Okay, so here first one is, what is our exception? That is checked exception, right? So here the exception, checked exception I can mention here. So now I am going to tell you what is checked exception exactly. So for that I am writing down the description part here. the exceptions which are checked by the compiler, okay, which are checked by the compiler at the time of compilation, at the time of compilation is called as checked exception, is called as checked exception, right, is called as checked exception. The exception which are checked by the compiler at the time of compilation, okay, the exception which are checked by the compiler at the time of compilation, that is called as checked exception. The exception is called as checked exception. Okay, so okay, here the exceptions which are checked by the compiler at the time of compilation, that is called as checked exception. Okay, if the application can contain, a checked exception, the code won't be compiled. Okay, the code won't be compiled. If the application can have any checked exception, during that time that code is not going to be compiled properly. Okay, that code is not going to compiled anymore. Okay, so for this, so I'm going to show you with an example. Guys, please respond in the live chat. Guys, please respond in the live chat. Okay, so now I am going to show you with the help of Eclipse what is a checked exception. Okay, so now I am going to show you with the help of Eclipse IDE, that is what is a checked exception. Okay, so now let me remove this part. So now I am going to, okay, let me record the session then, better, right? Yeah, so now I am going to discuss about the types of exceptions. The first one here is what? Checked exception. The next one here is unchecked exception. First, the example for checked exception here is, what is checked exception here? The exceptions which are checked by the compiler at the time of compilation, that is called as checked exception. Okay, if the application can contain checked exception during, okay, during this time the code is not going to be compiled. Okay, that during this time the code is not going to be compiled, that is about checked exception. So now I am going to show you an example for checked exception. Okay, an example for checked exception. So here I am using some arrays. Okay, so the first one here is I am initializing one array, sorry, okay, equals to new int of, what is my array size I am defining here, that is 4. Okay, that is 4, right? So here if I mention here 4 means that array will always start from the index based only, that is from 0 index value only. I mentioned here my array length is 4, okay, which will start from the index value called 0 1 2 3. Okay, it will start from 0 starting index value till the length of that index value 4. Okay, so here, so I have taken integer of type array. So now I am going to define the index values here with the help of index base, that is int 0 equals to, I am initializing one integer value here, and then I am initializing one more integer value, okay, that is equals to 20, and then I am initializing one more integer array type variable, that is 2, int of 2 equals to 30. So I am going to initialize, sorry, I write, okay, so now I am going to initialize one more variable for which one, the last index value, that is 3, because y means 3 only we are getting, the index value will always start from the 0, that is length is 4. Okay, if we are using arrays means that array will starts from the index value 0 1 2 3, right? So this is how we can initialize integer data type variables with the help of array. So here I am mentioning some Shiva Rama Krishna, Shiva Rama Krishna. Okay, so here you can see here we are getting some error, right? So what it is telling, cannot convert from string to int, Okay, cannot convert from string to int, because we initialized a variable of type integer, but we are assigning a variable that is called as string variable. So that's why it is not possible to convert from string to int. Okay, so now if I execute this, okay, it is not going to allow the, okay, it is not going to allow the execution part, because these arrays don't allow different types of data types, because arrays are not allowing different data types, different types of data types, which will allows only homogeneous data types only. Okay, these arrays won't allow any other kinds of data types. Okay, which will always allow only homogeneous data types, means similar data types only. That is, okay, that is called as checked exception. Okay, now we are getting some error, that is called as compile time exception or checked exception or called exception. So now if I want to print, now if I want to print I of, okay, now if I want to print any index value, that is, now I am going to print index value of 1. Okay, so now you can see it is giving some error here. Okay, see here, exception in thread, exception in thread, here it is telling unresolved compilation problem, unresolved compilation program, means problem, means the exceptions which are checked by the compiler at the time of compilation is called as checked exception or compile time exception or called exception. If the application can contain a checked exception, the code won't be allowed to compile. So this is one example for which one? Compiled exception. This is one example for compiled exception. Okay, this is one example for compiled exception, right? This is one example for compiled exception. Okay, are you clear about this compiled exception, guys? Please let me know from the live chat. Are you clear about this exception that is called as compiled exception? Please let me know from the live chat if you are okay, or else we can move to the next exception that is called as checked exception. Okay, that is called as checked exception. If you are okay with this checked exception, please let me know from the live chat. If not, please let me know from the live chat wherever you are finding difficulty about this checked exception explanation. Okay, if you are clear about this checked exception, we can move to the next exception that is called as unchecked exception. If you are not familiar till now, please let me know from the live chat to understand it properly. Okay, so this is how we will get this compiled exception, because here I am initializing one integer data type of array variable, but I am assigning one value which is a string to invert, I mean integer variable, so integer data type. So here you are getting some cannot convert from string to int because it is a string. Okay, these arrays don't allow different data types, which will allows only the homogeneous data types, which means similar data types. So that's why we are getting this error. After execution of our code, you are getting some error inside our console that saying that exception, means unresolved compilation problem, which means your program is not going to be compiled if your program is having checked exception. This is one example for that particular exception that is called as checked exception. If you have any queries, please let me know from the live chat, and also please raise if you have any queries or concerns while understanding, while explaining anything, please let me know. If nothing is there, we can go to the next concept that is called as unchecked exception. Yeah, no one have any questions about this checked exception and called exception or compile time exception. If you have any questions till now, please ping me in the live chat. If you don't have any questions, we can proceed for the next concept that is called as unchecked exception. Okay, so as of now we covered there are two types of exceptions. So one is checked exception and the second one is unchecked exception. So now I am going to discuss about what is unchecked exception. Okay, so now I am going to discuss about what is unchecked exception. So please let me know from the live chat if you are okay or not. Yeah, explain once again, please. Ajay Kumar Chaurasia, welcome to the session. Thank you so much for visiting the channel. So now I am discussing about the concept called exception. Okay, here first I discussed about what are the different types of errors. That is syntax error. Okay, let me show you from Notepad. Okay, let me show you from Notepad. Give me a minute. Okay, so here I have covered till, see here. First, what is an exception we need to know. An exception is nothing but an unexpected event which occurs during the execution of program that will interrupt the normal flow of the program. This is the definition of exception. I have already discussed in brief way. So later moving to the further concepts, first we need to know what are the different types of errors we have. That is, first one is syntax error, which will occur at the development time. During your writing of program, if you typed any mismatched, okay, while writing some syntax, so during that time you will get some error called as syntax error. So that we can call it as syntax error. Okay, the best example here is, you can see boolean b equals to true. Okay, here you can see I have added one capital letter here, so we will get some syntax error inside our Eclipse. Okay, so I will show you an example for that one as well now. Okay, so let me show you that one from Eclipse. For your reference I am showing it again. Okay, thank you so much for visiting the channel, Ajay Kumar Chaurasi, thank you so much. So now you can see here, this is the best example for syntax error. Okay, so it will occur during the development time. Instead of small h, I mentioned here capital H. Okay, you are getting some error saying that syntax error. Okay, saying that syntax error, you will get this one. Okay, if I missed out anything here also, you will get some error called as syntax error. You can see. Okay, syntax error, that is called as syntax error. When you are getting during the development of your program, you are getting this error. Okay, you are getting this error. Okay, that is about syntax error. The next error here is logical error. Okay, the next error here is logical error. Let me go to our notepad, I will show from there. Okay, let me go to my notepad, I will show from here. What is a logical error? Means these errors will occur during the compile time only. So whenever I am executing this piece of code, okay, let me take and let me go to Eclipse and let me show you that one as well. Yeah, again I am covering especially for you, Ajay Kumar Chaurasia, so that you don't miss out any session what we discussed so far. Okay, so now let me go to my Eclipse. So here I'm entering like this. Okay, I'm entering like this. Let me remove the above lines of code. Okay, so here you can see, so statement of C. Okay, so if I execute this program, what it will give, we will see now. Okay, so actually 6 plus 6 how much? It is 12, right? So 12 again I am dividing with the 2. So usually you will get 6 in the console, right? But you are getting the 9 as your answer because of this line. Okay, because of this line, means it will print the information but not with the desired result. Actually it is not the actual result for this logic, right? So it will print the information but which is not desired result. Why? Means it should be like this one. Okay, it should be like a plus b inside parentheses, so then only you will get the proper output here. If I execute like, I mean with the help of parentheses, now you will see the difference. As of now you got the 9 without parentheses, now I have added parentheses. Now we will see whatever the result you are getting here. See, now you can see here you are getting the result as 6, which means it will print the information but not with the desired result. Why? Because of the actual line of code should be like a plus b within the parameter, I mean within the parameters. Okay. within the parenthesis, right? It occurs when the program written fine but it does not produce a desired result. These errors are difficult to find. Okay, these errors are difficult to find because we have to make sure that which is producing the wrong output. Okay, we need to make sure that the given line of code without parenthesis is producing the wrong result. Okay, and these errors are very difficult to find out. Okay, that is about the logical error. And when we go to the runtime errors, okay, when we go to the runtime errors means the best example here is let me take it as 0. Okay, so now I am going to, okay, now I am going to do some division. Okay, so now I am going to do some division, that is a by b. Okay, a by b. So right, so if I print this one, what error you will get, you will see here you are getting, right, exception in thread main saying that arithmetic exception, it is not divided by 0. Okay, which is 6 is not divided by 0, right? So these runtime errors are called as exceptions. It occurs during the execution of program. Whenever I am completing the execution, right, you are getting some error. These kind of errors are called as runtime errors. The previous error where I mentioned it should be a plus b means that is about the logical error, but it will produce some result, but that result is not the actual result what we are expecting. That error we can call it as logical error. Now whatever I am showing here, this is about the runtime error. These runtime errors will occur during the execution of program. These runtime errors we can call it as an exception. Okay, so we need to handle properly these kind of exceptions, otherwise it will terminate your execution of the program unexpectedly. That is about the exceptions, and we need to handle these exceptions with the mechanism called as exception handling. We have one mechanism in Java to handle these exceptions, that is called as exception handling. Okay, so later I have discussed about, okay, later I have discussed about what, later I have discussed about this one. Okay, the below one, what is checked exception. Okay, what is checked exception, see, you can see here runtime errors just now I shown you. Okay, that is called as exception handling. We need to handle these exceptions properly which are occurring during the runtime. If you don't handle it properly means it will terminate your program execution unexpectedly. Okay, that's the reason why we have different types of exception handlings, I mean different types of exceptions here. The first one is checked exception, the next one is unchecked exception. Okay, the exceptions which are checked by the compiler at the time of compilation, that is called as checked exception, that is called as checked exception. So this is the best example for checked exception. Okay, this is the example for checked exception. Okay, here you can see, let me go to my Eclipse and I will show you the example for checked exception. Here you are getting, right, so nothing, I am just initializing one integer data type variable with the help of array. So where it is, the length of that array is 4. Okay, in arrays always the index value will begin from 0. Okay, index will always begin from 0. So for the first set of array I am initializing one value called as 10, 20, 30. When you come to the last index value, that is 3, I am assigning one string here. So it is telling, what it is telling, cannot convert from string to int. If I execute this program, so what you will get, the output we can see here, it will tell you some compilation problem. Okay, it will tell you some compilation problem, means the exceptions which are checked by the compiler at the time of compilation, that is called as checked exception. Here you can see these exception, whatever you are getting this exception, right, this exception are checked by the compiler at the time of compilation. Okay, just now we made some compilation, right, so during this time only we are getting this compilation, that is called as compile time exception, checked exception, or called exception. If the application can contain checked exception, that code won't is not going to be compiled, because here you can see this program will having already one compilation here, right, that program is containing one compilation exception. Here it is not going to compile anymore because of this compilation problem. It should be integer value, but I am assigning one integer data type to string data type to integer. So that's why you are getting this exception called as compilation exception. Okay, so this is so far I discussed till now. Thank you so much, Prakash, for visiting my channel Selenium Tech Automation. Please support my all my videos, and also please share all our videos to your friends or colleagues so that they will also learn the concepts what we are discussing here. So please do that favor for me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Prakash, for visiting the channel. So now I am going to discuss about the next exception, that is called as which one? Unchecked exception or runtime exception or uncalled exception. Okay, we have two types of exceptions. Just now we covered the exception called as compile time exception. So now I am going to discuss about the runtime exception or unchecked exception or uncalled exception. Okay, so we can call these runtime exception are also called as unchecked exception, are also called as uncalled exception. Okay, are also called as uncalled exception. Okay, here you can see this is a definition about, this is one kind of exception where we are going to discuss now. Okay, so now let me go to my text file. Okay, so these are the two different types of exceptions. The first one is checked exception, just now I covered. Now I am going to cover the exception that is unchecked exception or runtime exception or uncalled exception. Okay, so now let me make some note about this unchecked exception so that you will also write down if you want. Okay, the next one here is unchecked exception. Guys, here I am providing each and everything to you. Please utilize all these sessions, guys. I am explaining in a very clear way, like a spoon feed, for example. Okay, no one will give you this much information while conducting the sessions or while uploading the videos into YouTube for watching. Okay, so please consider all my efforts towards the content whatever I am providing. Please give a like if you find my content is useful for you, and also please share our videos to our friends or colleagues so that they will become our channel subscriber newly. Okay, they are also getting some proper information from my end. Please share all our videos to our friends or colleagues, please guys. Again I am requesting you all. Okay, so here we will go to discuss about unchecked exception. Okay, so first these, okay, the exceptions, okay, the exceptions checked which are checked at runtime, which are checked at runtime, not at compile time, not at compile time, called as what? Unchecked exception, unchecked exception. Okay, this is a unchecked exception definition. The exceptions which are checked at runtime, if you can compare with the checked exception, the exceptions which are checked by the compiler at the time of compilation, whereas the exception which are checked at the runtime, that is called as runtime exception or unchecked exception or uncalled exception. Okay, so this is a definition about this one. So let me go to Eclipse. I will show you in a brief way. Okay, along with the example. Okay, along with the example I am going to show you now. So this is an example for compile time exception. So now I am going to discuss about runtime exception, right? So now I am going to discuss about the runtime exception. We can use the same example, but what I will do, I will add one more length. I will increase the length of this particular array. Okay, so here I am adding one more, this one equals to 50, equals to 50. So now I am going to print I of which one? 4. For example, if you can see here, we don't have any errors, but you will get some error during your runtime. You can see here, exception in thread main java dot array dot language index of out of bound exception means actually the length of that array is 4, but we are mentioning the length of that values as 5, which means index out of bound exception will get, because the actual as per this length of array we have to use only till 4, but extra we are adding one more index value, that is 5. Okay, that is 4. Okay, till now only 0 1 2 3, that is our actual length of the array. But if we increase the array length by one more, then you are getting the index out of bound exception, that is called as runtime exception. This is called as unchecked exception. This is also called as uncalled exception. These exceptions are checked at runtime, not at compile time, because its size is increased, right? The array size got increased now, so that's why you are getting one exception called as runtime exception or unchecked exception or uncalled exception. That is about the second type of exception. Okay, so here if application can contain the unchecked exception, okay, here anyway this array size is 4 only. When you are writing the code, you are not getting any error here or any exception here. When you are going to execute, during the time only you are getting some exception, that is called as runtime exception. Means the execution, the runtime, sorry guys, the runtime code is getting terminated abnormally. Here you don't see any except, I mean here you don't see any error inside your program, okay, which will accept any kind of array size here. But whenever you are going to execute, during that time your program will behave abnormally, your program will terminated abnormally. So for this reason we need to handle in a proper way with the help of try catch finally blocks. Okay, with the help of try catch finally blocks and also with the help of throws keyword, we can handle these two exceptions with the help of try catch block and also finally block, and also we can handle these two exceptions with the help of throws keyword as well. Okay, we can. Yes, I got now. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ajay Kumar Chaurasia. Thank you so much. Are you finding any difficulty here while understanding? Please let me know. Ajay Chaurasia and also Prakash and also Star Satish. Any one of you, please let me know. Till now, everything is clear or not. I am explaining each and everything in a brief way. Okay, I am not going to skipping anything. Even I am producing the right output, I am providing the along with the notepad, and I am also showing with some basic examples so that you can understand the concept easily. So how you are finding my content now, what I am going to explain you currently, what I am explaining you currently? Please let me know the feedback from the live chat, whether it is useful or not, whether it is understandable or not, whether you are facing any difficulties while understanding or not. Please let me know all the information in the live chat so that we can move to the next concept, how we can handle these two types of exceptions, that is checked exception and unchecked exception, compile time exception or runtime exception, or called exception or uncalled exception, with the help of try catch block or finally, and also with the help of throws keyword. How we are going to handle, we will see it now. Please let me know from the live chat guys if you have any queries, or please give me some feedback at the same time so that I will improve myself. Okay, during our session, please, I will give you. Yeah, everything is clear now. Thank you so much for the confirmation, Ajay Kumar. Thank you so much for being in the live session now. So now I am going to discuss about, how to handle these two exceptions with the help of try catch block, at the same time finally block, and also with the help of throws keyword, how we can handle, we will see it now. Okay, so first let me explain from the notepad so that we can go with the example part from the Eclipse. Okay, yeah. Okay, this is about checked exception and unchecked exception. So now I am going to discuss about how to handle these two exceptions with the help of try catch finally and throws keyword. We can handle, okay, we can handle these exceptions, that is checked exception. Sorry, I will give you in this way only, otherwise you will confuse. Checked, unchecked, compile, runtime, called, uncalled. Okay, I will use the terms called as compile time exception and runtime exceptions here for better understanding. Okay, compile time exception and and runtime exception and runtime exception. Okay, we can handle these exceptions with the help of using which one? Try. Okay, try catch and finally, and using try catch and finally, and also using of throws keyword. Throws keyword. Okay, we can handle these exceptions with the help of by using of try catch and finally blocks, and at the same time we can handle this with the help of throws keyword. Okay, so first, what is try and what is catch we have to discuss, right? So first, what is try and what is catch here? Means what is try block and what is catch block, I am going to explain you now. Try block. What is try block here? Okay, what is try block here? Let me discuss something about try block. So later we will discuss about catch, then we will discuss about finally block as well. Okay, here try block contains a block of program statements with a exception might occur. Okay, try block contains a block of program statements with a exception might occur. I mean, we are not sure, but maybe there are some chances to occur any exception. Okay, there are some chances to occur any exception. Okay, here try block contains a block of program statements with a exception might occur mindset. Okay, maybe there are some chances where exception is going to occur. And also try block contains a risky code, but try block always follow a catch block. Here try block contains a risky code. Whatever the code which is going to be work perfectly fine, that code we can consider as a risky code, but this try block always have to follows with a catch block only. Okay, in try block code, the code that may throw exception as well. Okay, so here the first point is try. Okay, the first point here is try block contains a block of program statements. Okay, first line here is a try block can contain a block of program statements with a mindset of with a mindset of an exception might occur. An exception might occur. There are some chances to occur an exception in try block. Okay, so at the same time, this try block contains a risky code. As I mentioned, a risky code, but this try block but this try block should must and should follows with a block called as which one? With a block called as which one? Catch block. Which one? A catch block. This try block will always follow with one more, okay, with one more block that is called as catch block. Okay, try catch blocks. This is about the try block. That is, a try block contains a block of program statements with a mindset of an exception might occur. Okay, at the same time, this try block contains a risky code. This try block contains a risky code. Okay, this try block contains a risky code, but this try block must and should always follow with a block called that is catch block. Okay, that is catch block. Okay, so in try block code, the code that may throw exception. Okay, in try block code, the code that may throw some exception. Okay, so the syntax here is, what is the syntax for try? I will show you. So first what I will do, I will write like this. Okay, as I mentioned here, as I mentioned line point number 2, try block contains a risky code. Here you can consider some code lines here. These are some lines of code. Okay, but this try block must and should follow with the block called as which one? Catch block. the block called as catch block, the block called as catch block. It will also containing some line of code, whether if you want to add any log4j kind of information to be printed in loggers, and also you can add some sysio statements, and also you can add some error messages as well here with the help of all these. Okay, so this is how syntax for try catch block will looks like. Okay, so next we will discuss about the catch block. Everything clear now? Joshua, Josh, what you shown here, I'm not sure here, I'm not sure. Joshua, show what you are typing here. NKKNJ, what is this one? Joshua, what is this one? Let me know in the live chat. So please don't ping any unnecessary or which is not related to the concept or which is not related to our meaningful words. Okay, so please try to understand that if you put some I mean without word, if you put some characters also, it will retract your message. Please keep that in mind. Also please support the sessions, please don't put any unnecessary things and all. So I know you don't put anything, but unfortunately that YouTube got detected, you placed some mismatching data, so that's why it got removed or retracted by YouTube. Please try to understand, please support the stream. I am not telling you you did something, but I am telling you people, please try to visit the channel and try to learn some knowledge where I'm discussing currently, where I have discussed already. Thank you so much for visiting the channel, Joshua, Josh. Thank you so much for being in the live chat, and also thank you so much for visiting our channel. Okay, if you have any queries, please let me know from the live chat. Okay, so please don't put any other than the concept or subject what we are discussing, please don't mention those kind of information here. I am telling to anyone, please encourage the stream and session. Okay, and videos as well, please guys. Thank you so much for visiting the channel, Joshua, Josh. Thank you so much. So now I am going to discuss about which one, catch block. Okay, so here if try block, for example, if try block finds any exception, automatically the compiler move directly to the which block, catch block. If I found any exception in this try block, so automatically the compiler will move that exception to the which block, catch block, because catch block handle the exceptions thrown by the try block. Okay, because catch block will handle the exceptions which are thrown by the try block. Okay, for example, if try block find out any exception, automatically what will happen, automatically the compiler move the found exception directly to the catch block to handle the exception which is thrown by the try block. Okay, that is about catch block. That is why we are using this catch block. Okay, why we are using this catch block. Okay, so here catch block, what is a catch block? Okay, what is a catch block, here we will see it now. Okay, so here if try block, if try block finds any exception, if try block finds any exception, automatically the compiler what it will do, it will moves that particular exception directly to the moves directly to the which one, which block, catch block, to moves to directly moves to the catch block. Okay, moves directly to the catch block, because 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 of reason, there is some reason why it is moving, because catch block, because catch block can handle can handle can handle can handle the exception, can handle the exception thrown by try block. Okay, this is about catch block. Okay, if try block finds any exception, automatically the compiler moves directly to the catch block, because catch block can handle the exceptions which are thrown by the which one, try block. So this is about the try block. Okay, so guys, please till now any queries or anything, please let me know in the live chat. Come on. Till now, if you have any queries, please let me know from the live chat. Thank you so much for visiting the channel and supporting the session for each of you. Thank you so much. Please stay. Okay, so now I am going to show you with an example along with the try and catch blocks. Okay, so till now everything is clear, right? So now I am going to show you the examples along with the try catch block. So first I will show you when any exception does not occur, how the program will looks like. If any exception occurred, how the catch block is going to handle, I am going to show you now. Okay, so please interact with me. Just now I completed the theoretical part about try catch blocks, so now I am going to examples when an exception occur, how this try catch block will behave. If there is any exception, if there is no exception, how the try catch block will behave, I am going to show you now. Okay, I will give you 4 minutes of time from now. Now the time is 1 p.m. till 1:05 p.m. If you have any queries, please let me know in the live chat. Okay, because I'm continuously speaking, right? So that's why I'm asking you people. If you have any queries, you can utilize these 4 minutes of time before going to the next concept. Okay, please guys, try to post your questions if you have. Okay, I will be mute myself till 1:05 p.m. Okay, before that, if you have any queries, please respond in the live chat. I will be here only, but I am not going to talk anymore, but I will read all your messages from the live chat. Okay, come on guys, if you have any questions, please let me know in the live chat. Till now the try catch block and what are the concepts we have discussed before. If you have any questions, please raise in the live chat. Okay, I will be in mute myself, but I can able to read all your messages. Okay, once the time passed to 1:05 p.m., I will start explaining the remaining examples along with the try catch block with different scenarios. When exception occur, what is an example, how this try catch block will behave. When exception don't occur, how this try catch block will behave with an example I am going to show you. Come on guys, no one have any questions? Even for Prakash and Ajay Kumar Chaurasia and Joshua Josh and Star Satish and Sheen Kar. Any one of you any questions, please let me know in the live chat. Guys, anyone have any questions, please let me know in the live chat, guys. Please let me know in the live chat. Uh, is finally block always get executed in the Java program? Yes. Is finally block. Oh, finally block. I thought it about catch block, but that is not mandatory actually. I mean, like how this catch block must and should, how this try block must and should follow with catch block, right? So in the same way, it is not mandatory to have always this finally block along with this try catch. Okay, so finally block will be always executed irrespective of try catch blocks. That is my answer, Ajay Kumar Chaurasia. Here, this finally block must and should associate with try and catch blocks. At the same time, it don't consider try catch block execution. Okay, try catch block execution, but this finally block always executed. Are we allowed to use only try block without a catch and finally blocks? No, it won't allow you to. use only try block. Okay, because if you get some exceptions in try block, okay, we need to handle these exceptions properly. What that compiler will do, that compiler will directly send that exceptions which are occurred in try block to that particular catch block only catch block can handle these exceptions. And also finally blocks are not considering, means irrespective of try and catch blocks, finally blocks always will be executed. Okay, it won't depends upon the try catch blocks to be execute. I am telling about final block, it will always execute, it won't consider the try catch blocks every time. Okay, so yeah, I will come one by one. So once this try catch block completed with the examples, so then the next step is about sorry is is about finally block only. Sorry guys. Okay, so now I'm going to show you when exception don't occur how this try catch block will behave. Okay, so are you clear, Ajay Kumar, about my answer? Is my answer cleared you for the question what you have asked? I have to set up some chat bot here, so that whenever you are typing, right, automatically that message is going to be retract or something. Okay, so I will look into that one. Okay, put user in timeout, replace pinned message, remove. Okay, so now I am going to show you an example with when an exception don't occur while using try catch block. Okay, so let me open our Eclipse. And I will show you with an example from there. Okay, so now this is our Eclipse. Let me write some program here. Okay, how it is showing? Yeah, it is showing properly, fine, no problem. So now here, I will take some basic example in the same way. So here, now first what I am doing, I am going to do this one. Okay, so now I am going to initialize two integer data type variables. The first variable here is, that is 10, integer value, that is y, sorry, and also y equals to 10, and also y equals to 10. Okay, so now I am initializing, what is this one, let me delete. Okay, okay, so now I initialized two variables, that is x and y, with the integer values 10 comma 10. Okay, so here I am going to divide with the help of try catch blocks. Okay, with the help of try catch blocks I am going to perform some division operation here by taking one more integer type variable z equals to x by y. Okay, x by y. So it is the correct way of defining the division, right? So now what I am doing, sysO statement of try block executed properly, try block got executed properly. Okay, so after that I am going to catch block. Okay, after that I am going to catch block. So here what I will mention, sysO statement of try catch block executed, okay, so after that what I will mention, sysO statement of outside catch block executed. I will tell you outside catch block executed. Okay, outside catch block executed. So now if I execute, it will show you, see here, try block executed properly, means it is not having any exception, right? It is not having any exception. So that's why you are not getting, I mean that's why the compiler is not executing the catch block here. Okay, you can see the console part now. So here what I am doing here, I am dividing like x by y. Okay, if I mention here, 10 by 2 or 11. We will see whether which type of error we will get. Try block executed only. So now SYSO of, okay, division. Okay, SYSO of division concatenate Z. We will see it now. Division 0. Okay, division 0. It is, I mean, it is a kind of, what time of exception it is? Runtime errors, sorry, logical error, right? So which means it won't produce a desired result, so that's why it is not going to catch block this time. If we have any exception, then definitely this catch block is going to execute. Okay, so are you clear about this one? Are you clear about this one? Why we are not getting any exception means it is related to logical error, so that's why it will allows you to execute, but it won't print you the desired result. That's what we discussed already. Okay, we need to make sure that everything is written perfectly fine. Okay, so here if I execute this program, what it is telling, try block executed properly, means if there is any exception in try block, so then automatically these exceptions will send properly to the catch block. So then catch block is going to handle the exception which we got in the try block. Okay, so this is the scenario for, okay, this is a scenario for, okay, this is a scenario for where we don't have any exception. When exception does not occur, when exception does not occur, this is a scenario. Okay, so here in try block we don't have any exception, so that's why it is not going to catch block. Okay, if we have any exception, then only it will go to the catch block. So now we will discuss about that scenario. Okay, when exception occur, when exception occurs, okay, when exception occurs, how our program will looks like, we will see. Okay, our program will looks like, we will see. So now I will take the same code here. I don't know whether it will be acceptable or not, duplicates, right? Yeah, so now I can mention here A and B, okay, and C equals to A equals to B. Okay, so now we will see whether it will give you the exception or not. Okay, so this time what it will do, it will go to the catch block, right? Because I am mentioning here the 0. Okay, so then I am performing some division, 10 by 0, you will get some exception now. So this time it will print you the catch block executed. Okay, so let me execute. For the first piece of code, when exception don't occur, it will print you the try block executed properly. Whenever the exception occurred here, you can see it will give you definitely some exception this time, so that compiler will move that exception to catch block to handle it properly. Okay, so now let me execute. Here you can see for the first, whenever exception don't occur, you are getting try block executed properly. Whenever an exception present here, it is printing some catch block executed, means this is not the correct statement of doing of division. Okay, how come it will be possible 10 by 0? It won't be possible, right? So that's why it got some exception here. So then it is going to print inside that catch block line, that is catch block executed. Okay, so here let me do some e dot print stack trace. We will see whether we will get some more message or not. Okay, what it is telling, the operator is undefined string void. 1 second guys. Okay, no problem. This I will discuss about this one in the later video in this session. This is how when exception occur, this catch block is going to execute. When exception don't occur, that try block going to be executed. Okay, so these are the two scenarios. Guys, are you clear till this point? Please let me know. Please let me know if you are clear till this point. That print stack trace and everything I will tell you in later in this video. Okay, so please let me know if you are clear till this point or not. Are we allowed to use only try block without a catch finally blocks? Yeah, I cleared that answer. Come on guys, any questions, please ping me in the live chat. Please ping me in the live chat. Guys, let me know, are you clear till this point or not? Please let me know. Are you clear till this point? If yes, please ping me in the live chat. If not, we can discuss if you have any doubts. Come on guys, we don't have much time. It's almost 1:16. We are almost covered 2 hours of time now. Please, I came up with a plan like I have to complete this session today itself, that Java concept session. So later tomorrow onwards we can concentrate on Selenium parts, okay? Selenium concepts. Please let me know in the live chat if you have any queries. I will give you till 1:20 time. You can decide and you can ping me the questions if you have. Come on guys, if you have any queries, please ping in the live chat. I provided you till 1:20 p.m. So please think and let me know if you have any more questions. If you not having, please let me know that one as well. We can continue the session to complete this core Java concepts related, which are related to automation testing. 2 more minutes to go. If you have any queries, please let me know in the live chat till this point. At least anyone have any questions before going further discussing about finally block. Ajay Kumar Chaurasia or Joshua Jose or Prakash, Star Satish, Shinkar, so any one of you, any questions if you have, please ping me in the live chat. Okay, I will read and I will provide you the solution if you have any queries. So till you have 1 more minute to go now. After that I will continue with the next block, that is finally block. Okay, yeah, thank you so much for the confirmation, Ajay Kumar Chaurasia. Thank you so much for being in the live chat, very long time. I think I ate some banana. Okay, so don't feel uh, while hearing that sounds. Okay, so no problem. So now the concept is finally block. Okay, now our concept is finally block. So once this finally block completed, we need to make some key points. Okay, we need to make some key points about this exception handling with the try catch and finally blocks. We need to make some key points. Okay, so I will tell you all those in later in this video. Okay, now I am going to discuss about, so now I am going to discuss about finally block. Finally block. So what exactly is finally block? If you know, please respond in the live chat. Please ping me what are all the things you know about the this one, which one finally block. Please ping in the live chat. Whenever I get time, I will look into that finally block as well, the mentioned points by you. Okay, so now we will see about finally block. Okay, now we will see about finally block. Finally block. Okay, I am going step by step, guys. Please watch it carefully. So finally, okay, finally block must and should associated with which block? Try catch blocks. Try catch block. Okay, finally block must and should associated with try block and catch block. Okay, the first point we need to remember. Please write it down if you want. Okay, this finally block must and should associated with a try catch block, and also here, as I mentioned, irrespective of try catch blocks, this finally block will always executed. Okay, will always executed. Okay, Ajay Chaurase, you have asked right the question. Okay, will always executed irrespective of, mean there won't be any condition saying that before executing finally block that try catch must and should be executed. No, irrespective of try catch blocks execution, this finally block will always executed. Okay, will be always executed. Okay, so what is the use of finally block here? Okay, what is a final what is the use of finally block? We are going to discuss it now. What are the uses of finally block? So for example, if you are working with some databases or some files like Excel files, so whenever you are working with these files, you need to open some connections, right? If you want to working with some DB, so there you are mentioning some connections, right? So to your server. So during this time we are going to use this finally block, means it is used to put some cleanup code. Okay, cleanup code, we are going to clean up some code for all these connections what we established. That is for database, that is for opening the Microsoft Excel document, that is for opening the Microsoft Word files and also closing. Okay, so that we can consider as it is used to put some cleanup activity, put some cleanup code such as closing a file, closing database connection, releasing some unused resources. Okay, if I am using some resource means, so after that I forget to close or something. Okay, so during that time this finally blocks will really helps you, which means it is used to, okay, it is used to put clean up the code, clean up the code such as closing and closing a file, sorry, closing a file, closing db connection and releasing unused unused resources, etc. Okay, these are the uses of finally block if we are using means. Okay, these are the uses of finally block if we are using finally block means. Okay, so it is used to put some cleanup code such as closing a file, closing some db connection which is already established and which is already open, and releasing some unused resources. Okay, it is not mandatory to include finally block. Okay, it is not mandatory to include finally block every time. Okay, this final block is not mandatory to include every time. Okay, so if you go to our code, okay, if I go to my code, I will show you here. So what exactly it is happening? So when exception does not occurs, right? So first I will show you for this one only. The same will be applicable for when exception occur. Okay, so for the scenario when exception don't occur, I am going to add one finally block here. Okay, so try catch anyway we have here till this part. Now I am going to add one finally block here. Okay, now I am going to add some finally block here. Remove this and use finally block, saying that SISO statement of finally block executed, finally block executed, final block executed. So followed by one more SISO statement, outside block executed. Okay, one more statement, outside block executed. Okay, outside block executed. Now you can see we will get try catch, try block executed properly. When exception don't occur, I am telling this block will execute properly. Then catch block is not going to execute. Then finally block is going to execute. Then outside block is going to execute. Okay. Now this time if I execute, try block will execute, it will print, and finally block it will print executed. Later it will print outside block executed. Okay, catch block is not going to execute. Now you can see here try block executed properly, finally block executed. Okay, finally block executed. Are you getting my screen properly, the remaining section, guys? No, right? The console part. So better what I will do, now it's okay, right? Yeah, so this time how when exception don't occur, what it will do, it will execute only try block, then it is not going to execute catch block, right? The same it is happening, and we added one more block called as finally block, that is finally block executed. After that outside block is executed. So now what I will do, when exception occur, how it will behave, we will see. When exception will occur, how it will behave, we will see. Okay, when exception occur, we will see how this will behave. Finally block SISO statement of, now which will execute now, which blocks will execute now, finally block executed. Now there is some exception. Okay, there is some exception. Okay, let me add this one to there also. Add this one to here as well. Okay, finally block executed. So when exception occur, this try block is not going to execute, catch block, finally block, and these three will execute. When exception not occurring means try block will execute, finally block will execute, and it will print the system statement. Okay, so now let me execute, we will see the console. So whenever there is no exception, let me copy and go to our notepad. I will show you there properly. Okay, so just now I have executed, right? So these are for these scenarios, I mean this program is for when exception does not occur. Okay, when exception does not occur, this is the output, console output. Okay, when exception occurs, this when exception occurs. Okay, the below one is the example console output. Okay, so here you can see when exception don't occur means try block is executing properly, then finally block executing. Here finally block means irrespective of try block and the catch block, whether that catch block executed or try block executed, it doesn't matter for finally block to execute. That's why this finally block must and should always be executed. Are you getting my point, Ajay? This is clear, right, with this example? So now outside catch block executed. So when exception occur also, this finally block is executing here. Okay, so when exception occur, try block is not going to execute, because in try block some exception find by compiler, that exception is sending to catch block. So then catch block find that exception, then it is going to execute. After that finally block is executing means irrespective of try catch blocks, finally block is always executed. Okay, So then outside block is executed. Okay, so getting my point, right, Ajay Kumar? With this, I guess you cleared about this one. Okay, so now the next one here is, as I mentioned, we need to as I mentioned we need to remember some points here. As I mentioned, we need to mention some remember some points here. Okay, so the first point here is points to remember. Okay, that is key points. Key points. Okay, key points. So far we discussed, right? So I am noting it like some key points which we discussed so far. Okay, so independent try blocks are not allowed. Okay, without catch and without finally. Okay, that's what we discussed so far. Independent try blocks are not allowed. Okay, independent try blocks are not allowed means without catch, without finally, without catch and without finally. This is the line, it will satisfy this first line, right? So independent try blocks are not allowed, which means without catch block and without finally block. In between try and catch blocks, independent statements are not allowed. For example, if I go to my Eclipse, okay, if I go to my Eclipse, yeah, if I go to my Eclipse, so there I will show you. Okay, there I will show you. If I entered any independent line here, that is CISO statement of something. Okay, what it is telling here, it is giving some error, right? It is giving some error, syntax error token means independent lines are not allowed in between try catch blocks. Okay, independent lines are not allowed in between the try catch blocks. Okay, so we have to make one note down this point. We have to make one note here saying that independent 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 statements are not allowed in between try catch blocks. Try catch blocks. Okay, in between try catch blocks, independent statements are not allowed. Okay, in between try catch blocks, independent statements are not allowed. Okay, independent statements are not allowed. So then what is our next point here? If catch block raise any exception, automatically it is going to be termination. Okay, if catch block raise any exception, if catch block raise an exception, we have discussed already where catch block is going to execute. If catch block raise an exception, automatically what will happen, it is going to terminate. Which one terminate? Our program will be terminate if catch block is going to find any exception. Okay, come on guys, any questions till now so far? Please let me know from the live chat, guys. Come on guys, please let me know from the live chat if you have any questions. So please, again I am requesting you all, I am giving 3 to 4 minutes for everyone. If you are clear about this one, please let me know in the live chat so that we can proceed furtherly. Okay, so I will give you 2 to 3 minutes of time. Please go through whatever I discussed so far. If you have finding any difficulties, please let me know in the live chat. Okay, I will try to clear you about the questions what you are having or doubts what you are having. Please ask me any kind of questions, any kind of doubts. If you have, please feel free to ping in the live chat. Come on guys, come on. I'm giving till 1:38 p.m. so that you can discuss and let me know the doubts if you have anything. Okay, Ajay Kumar Chaurasia and any other one, are you guys are there? Joshua Jose and Prakash Sheen Kaur, Star Satish, Anyone? If anyone is there, please respond with me. Please respond with me, guys. Please respond with me. When did you ping this message? Yes, Ajay Kumar Chauresa, just now or before this 1:35 p.m. Come on, guys. We don't have enough time, so it's almost 1:35. We will close the session by 2 o'clock today. So later in the evening part, we will discuss about the collections. Okay, we will discuss evening part the collections in Java. Okay, so now I think almost it got completed, the exception handling and what are the different types of exceptions, and how we can handle the exceptions with the help of try catch block, and what is a try block and what is a catch block, when exception occur, how this try block and catch block will execute, whenever exception is not occurring, how this try and catch block will execute. And then I discussed about what is finally block and what are all the uses of finally block and why we are using this finally block. So then I shown you some piece of code with the help of finally block. So thereafter I provided some key points. So please respond in the live chat, guys. Please respond in the live chat if you have any questions. So till there are 2 more minutes to go, please let me know in the live chat if anyone is there. Come on, people. Come on, guys. If you have any questions, so please let me know in the live chat. Let me know from the live chat, guys, please. Your support really helps me a lot. Your interaction as well. Please interact with me if you have any queries. Okay, so can we move further or we can wait for till 1:39? So now I covered till finally block today. Okay, by end of the session again I will show you my text file, so where I have written everything. If you want, I can provide you this with the help of Google Drive link inside this video description part. Later you can take this one. Okay, no issues. Okay, so now these are the key points to remember. Okay, key points to remember while handling the exceptions. Okay, these are the key points I have discussed so far. Okay, we have already covered all this, right? Independent try blocks are not allowed, I shown you, and also without catch block and without finally, and also in between try catch blocks independent statements are not allowed, I shown you this one as well. If catch block raise any exception, automatically it is going to terminate. Which is going to terminate? The program is going to terminate. Okay, okay, come on, guys. So now I am going to show you. Okay, now I am going to show you what is a super class here. Okay, what is a super class and how to handle checked and checked exceptions using of throws keyword. Okay, please interact with me. Please interact with me. Come on, guys, please interact with me if you have any questions or queries. So please do let me know from the live chat. So now I am going to discuss about some concept. Okay, so sometimes what will happen, it is very hard to write exception name and also statements, right? So earlier I tried to write some exception message like where e dot print stack or something. So there I found some difficulty. So for that purpose we have one feature called, that is a keyword. So that keyword is called as which one? That keyword is called as throws keyword. Okay, it is hard to. Okay, now moving to the next concept here. So I will provide you this notepad in this video description after ending of this session. So again you can go and visit to this particular video and go to description part. From there you can find this document. Okay, I will provide you the Google Drive link. From there you can download this file directly, no issues. So where I have written so much stuff here. Okay, so please try to understand what I am telling. Okay, now I am going to discuss about. So sometimes what will happen, it is very hard to write exception name and also the statements. Okay, sometimes it is very hard to write exception names and statements, right? And statements. For this we are using one term called as throwable. This is a keyword. Okay, one term called as throwable. Okay, one term is here that is called as throwable. With the help of this throwable we can easily throw some exceptions where we don't know how to write. Okay, at the same time where we don't know how to write some statements. Okay, so for that reason only we have one term called as throwable. With the help of this throwable keyword we can easily automatically, it will give you the exception name, whatever the exception you are getting it will print you in the console part, and also whatever the statements you are not going to find which will automatically give you all the statements. Okay, no more question from my side. Your explanation is, your voice is low. Thank you so much for Neha Singh. Thank you so much for visiting the channel. Please support my live sessions and please follow all my videos from my channel. Thank you so much for visiting the channel. And again I am really thankful for each and everyone, the people who participated in this session. Thank you so much for all your love and support towards the session, and the sessions will continue on daily basis. Please don't forget to join the live sessions guys where I am conducting. So I am providing each and everything in a brief way along with the examples. Okay, so this session will be understandable by everyone, whether you are from technical background or non-technical background also. If you are non-technical background, so my videos are really very helpful for you. Okay, so please try to follow all my videos and all my live sessions. Okay, so moving to the concept. Okay, sometimes it is very hard to write some exception names and statements. For this reason only we are using one term called as throwable keyword. Okay, one keyword called as throwable keyword. So here write some exception names and finding some exception means, so that is find exception. It will do find exception and it will print find exception name, and description also we can mention description about exception, and exception location. How we can do this one? Okay, so I want to find the exception, what exception you are getting. I want to print that particular exception name, and also I want to write some description about the particular exception, and also I want to know where exactly this exception got located. Okay, so how we can do this means, with the help of throwable class we can achieve this. Sorry, that is not a keyword, this is a class. Okay, throwable is a class. With the help of throwable class we can easily find the exception, we can easily print the exception name, we can easily write some description about the exception, and also we can easily find the location of the exception. Okay, so here let me take one. Okay, let me take one paint application here so that it will be easy for you. Okay, let me take one paint application here. Window capture, paint, where is this one? Yeah, okay, for now we can see like this. You are getting anything? Yeah, you are getting some paint application, right? Okay, no problem. Let me do some adjustment on this one. Okay, let me do some adjustment. Okay, so here let me draw one square shape here. Are you able to see the paint in the live? One second, I am also checking in my live session whether it is showing or not. Yeah, it is showing perfectly fine, no problem. So then, so here we can call it as an object. Okay, we can call this as an object. Okay, it is an object. Here it is a superclass of Java. Okay, object is a superclass of Java. So next I am going to create one more or I will take one circle shape here. So here inside this I can mention some text called as throwable. This is a class. Okay, this is a class mean which can handle. Okay, which can handle. Okay, which can handle these. Okay, which can handle these means it whether it is an error or whether it is an exception. Okay, whether it is an error or whether it is an exception, right? This is very important concept, guys. Please try to understand. It will be little difficult for me as well. It is exception. Okay, are you getting proper idea here? Yeah. Okay, so here object is a superclass of Java, as we know already. So when I am going to use this throwable class means this throwable class can handle errors. At the same time this throwable class can handle exceptions as well. So here superclass of Java is what? Superclass of Java is what? Superclass of Java is object, right? Superclass of Java. Okay, this object is a superclass of Java. Okay, this object is superclass of Java. Throwable is a superclass for both error and exception. Okay, throwable is a superclass for both the error and exception. Throwable class can handle these error and these exceptions. By using of throwables, we can find out the exception name, we can find out the exception location, we can find out the exception description. Okay, so this is about this one. Are you able to understand this concept here? Please let me know. Guys, please let me know here if you understand or not. Are you able to understand what I am telling or not? Please let me know from the live chat, guys. Please let me know. Your interaction will helps me a lot to more explanation. Okay, to give more explanation about the concept what we are discussing. So whether it is clear or not, please let me know in the live chat, guys. Please let me know. I'm not seeing any response from your end. If yes, please mention the yes. Okay, yeah, thank you so much, Jyoti Gangwar. Thank you so much for visiting the live session, and also thank you so much for each and everyone for who you are watching currently. Okay, so now here as I mentioned, object is a superclass of Java. Okay, so then coming to the throwable is a superclass of both exception and both exception and error. Here throwable can handle these kind of exceptions and these kind of errors what we are getting. At the same time it is very hard to write an exception name and statements for the program, right? Whatever the exception we are getting, it is very hard to write that particular exception name and statements. For that reason only we are using this throwable class here. So at the same time with the help of this throwable, okay, with the help of this throwable class we can find out exception name, exception location and exception description as well. Okay, we can find exception name, exception location and exception description. So now let me go back to our text file. So there I am going to write, okay, there I am going to write details about the concept what we have discussed just now. Okay, so here continuing on this, so here superclass, okay, superclass of Java is object. Okay, this part we have already seen now. So then throwable, then throwable is a superclass of which one? Exception and error, right? Throwable is a superclass of exception and error. Okay, throwable is a superclass of exception and error. And what is our next point? By using of throwable class, by using of throwable class, what we can find out here? We can find out exception name, next one is exception location, and the last one here is which one? Exception description. Okay, exception description. We can find out the exception name, we can find out the exception location, we can find out the exception description with the help of throwable class. Okay, with the help of throwable class we can do all these things here. Okay, so then by using a print stack trace method we are going to print the exception name. Okay, so with the help of print stack sorry print stack trace. Okay, okay, the help of print stack trace we are going to, sorry, this is a method, right? Sorry, no problem. I am following some naming conventions here. Okay, that is print stack trace. Okay, print stack trace, all are stack trace. Okay, print stack is a method. We are going to print exception name. Okay, we are going to print exception name, exception description, and exception location. Okay, with the help of print stack trace we are going to print the exception name, exception location, and exception description. Okay, so don't get confused again why I am telling here throwable class you can find, and with the help of print stack trace. Okay, I will show you in a clear way. For now you can write down all these points. Okay, so now let me go back to our Eclipse. So there I will show you how we can get the message and how we can print that one. Okay, okay, exception message, right? So now let me go back to our Eclipse now. Let me go back to our Eclipse. So where I will show you what happened to this one. What happened? A blank, okay, no problem. Okay, it is related to paint, no issues. You can keep it up. Okay, and then I can log this one. Okay, it went right. Yeah, now go to our Eclipse. Now I am going to show you how we can print a message with the help of print stack trace. Okay, at the same time I am using throwable class as well inside our catch block. Okay, so now let me remove all this stuff. Okay, so now I am going to show you with the help of, okay, try is already there. Okay, no problem, so I can use the same. Okay, no issues, wait. Yeah, let me remove all these empty spaces. So inside this try I am going to initialize one array of data type integer. Okay, equals to new int of what is the length of our array, that is 4. Okay, so now here what I am going to mention, a of 6 equals to 30. Okay, a of 6 equals to 30. So now you will get, because our actual length of the array is 4, but we are defining here the array index value as 6. Okay, always the array index value starts from the 0 only, but here I am doing some 6. If we are using the array size here length as 4 means that will start from 0 1 2 3 4, I mean 0 1 2 3, only 4, but I am mentioning here 6, index value 6. This time we will get some exception. Okay, so instead of writing exception here I will use throwable. Okay, throwable, right? Throwable, that is t. Okay, throwable, that is t. So now I am going to print some this one with the help of t dot get message. With the help of t dot get message, I am going to first what I am doing, with the help of throwable class I am going to get the message, and then what I am going to do, now, I am going to print, that is print stack trace. Okay, that is print stack trace. You can see print this throwable and its back trace to the standard error stream. This method prints a stack trace for this throwable object. Okay, so here the object what we are using, this is a throwable object. With the help of this throwable object, we are going to print that particular message what we are getting. Okay, print stack trace, this is a method. Okay, so now let me remove the remaining lines, whatever the present unnecessary things. Okay, so now if I execute this program, what you will get, you will see index 6 out of bounds for length 4. Okay, so here what it is printing, it is printing the exception as well. Okay, it is printing the exception what we are getting. Okay, that is index 6 out of bounds for length. Okay, actually we are getting this exception here, we are printing the message as well for that particular exception. Okay, we are printing the exception here, and also we are printing the message whatever we are getting with the help of which one, throwable object. With the help of throwable object, we are printing the exception message. At the same time, it is printing the exception as well. Here you can see it is printing with the help of print stack trace, and this message is printing with the help of throwable object. What kind of exception we are getting, that is about the exception message. Okay, so this is how we can print the exception message as well. Okay, if I want to create some user defined exceptions, for this we are using throw keyword. Okay, so here, okay, so far we are using with the help of throwable object we are printing the message, right? And also we are using here some print stack trace to print that particular exception. Okay, both we are doing here, but this time I want to create my own exception. For this we are going to use a keyword called as throw keyword. Okay, so I want to print my own uh, exception message. So for this we are going to use one keyword called as throws keyword. Okay, we are going to use some keyword called as throw keyword. Okay, so how we can use, we will see it now. So here let me remove all this. Okay, so here I am going to mention throw keyword. Okay, with the help of throw keyword. So now I am taking arithmetic exception here. Okay, so why we are using this new keyword here means for creation of memory in heap memory area. As we have already discussed how we can create with the help of string, I mean how we can create a string with the help of new keyword. So during that time I mentioned, if any object is created, that memory of that particular object is going to store it into heap memory area. Okay, you can always remember about this one. What is this new will do here means for creation of memory in heap memory area. Okay, that is about new keyword. So with the help of throw keyword, I am going to create my own user defined exceptions. For that reason only we are going to use which keyword, that is throw keyword. Okay, so now I am going to mention here arithmetic exception e. Okay, arithmetic exception e, right? So now I am going to print exception occurred. I am going to mention exception occurred. Okay, exception occurred, right? Exception occurred. Let me execute and we will see. You can see exception occurred. Okay, throw new arithmetic exception, the same. Now I am printing exception occurred. Okay, so any other questions guys, any other questions? So please let me know in the live chat please guys. It's almost 2 p.m. in the evening, so till now everything is clear or not, please let me know in the live chat guys, please. Please let me know from the live chat if you have any questions also, please. And also please participate in the live sessions along with me, which will really help you a lot, and also which will really helps me a lot to get some good content and delivering to you. Please respond in the live chat. Are you people are okay till this point or not? Please let me know from the live chat, guys. Please let me know. Please guys, it's almost 1 p.m. in the afternoon. Okay, so tell me guys, otherwise we will stop here. So with this concept we have covered almost everything which are related to Selenium automation testing point of view. Okay, so I have written everything here. Okay, I have written everything here. Okay, I have written each and every point in this particular text file, so I will share with you in this video description part so that you can download. Okay, I will provide you these two documents. Let me show you those two documents whatever we have discussed so far. Okay, starting from Java theory concept which are required for, so these and all I will upload in my video description part so that you can download all these. Okay, yeah, who mentioned, someone mentioned, yes, yeah, that's all guys. If you have any queries, so please let me know in the live chat or for this video under comment section. Please and try to try to attend for the sessions, and please learn something from my end, and which will helps you a lot during your interviews and everything. Please cooperate with me, and please support my channel growth as well. And also you will get more videos from both Selenium and manual and Java as well. So as of now I completed till now Java concepts which are required for Selenium automation test engineers. Okay, in coming days I will show you one by one topic, so where we are going to see along with the examples. For example, for inheritance I covered the theory part, but I did not show you more examples. Okay, so that also we can expect in upcoming day sessions, and also encapsulation, abstraction, and also we have many more, right, constructors also there. Okay, so these and all I'm going to conduct sessions every day. Okay, so please attend for those sessions as well, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you are new to here, and also please share all our videos to your friends or colleagues so that they will also learn the concepts what we have discussing here so far. Okay, so anyone have any questions, please ping me in the live chat, otherwise we can close this session today itself. Okay, so tomorrow onwards we can have a more we can have a better look into the concepts what we have discussed so far along with the examples. Okay, so that's all it for now guys. We will connect on tomorrow again the same time 11:30 a.m. If possible I will try to conduct a session on today evening at 7:30 or 7 p.m. Please try to attend for that session as well, so where I am going to show you the covered concepts along with the brief and good examples where you can easy to learn and understand. Okay, so thank you guys, I am taking sign off for now. Thank you so much, have a nice day and have a nice weekend as well. Thank you so much for your support and participation for this live session. I hope this session will helps you a lot when attending for any interviews. So whatever the documents I have created here, right, inside our text file, the concepts, so that file we can find it from our video description part. Okay, from that, using that URL you can easily download the document where I have created, which will be helpful for your interviews. Okay, so please don't forget to download that document where I'm going to attaching inside this video description part. Okay, until then, take care everyone, have a nice day. Signing off, Selenium Tech Automation. Thank you so much guys, bye.